Hey everybody, it's Somno Respiratory Flux. Call me Flux for short, or whatever you want to call me. And in the last episode of Let's Play Donkey Kong Country Returns, we started the game, played the first two worlds, bought a key, and that was about it, actually. I mean, it's the first episode. You can't really expect a whole lot. But we are on the trail of our stolen bananas, and this time we're going to go to the treetops because that's where the level path has us go. I mean, it's a little hard to say anything more than that. It's just the next level that we're playing. So, let's just jump on in. Beat your chest like a, well, like a gorilla. Ape. I'm really not entirely sure where I was going with that sentence. That would either, because most places I could be going with that would either be biologically wrong or blatantly obvious or somehow even both. Yes. Anyway, on to, why did my voice just suddenly sound like Muppet there? On to other topics. We got Diddy in a barrel here, and there is something over here to hover to. It's a puzzle piece. Yes. That's actually pretty worth getting. Those enemies are back so I could grind for more banana coins. I don't think I'll need to because I'll have plenty by the time I need any more again. Trust me. Of course, you gotta love the barrels being used as cannons. There is nothing to hover over to the left. I have always tried that for some reason, and there's always just nothing. It seems like a place where they would do something like that, but this time they didn't, so just don't even try. But yes, ooh, okay, yes, jump on the birds because they are, yeah. I don't know. Just kind of hopping and bopping and platforming. I figured that it would be pretty easy to just kind of keep a commentary going about that, but when you... That's something I'm kind of noticing here, is trying to commentate on a platformer like this is fairly simple. Okay, yeah, that's where you come out of someplace, not where you go into someplace. Okay, that's good. This is where you go. Okay, or not. But yes, and here we have Rambi. Yes, everybody loves the big rhino. So, yes, he can charge, he can stomp, he can step on spikes because he's got tough hooves, apparently. He can break blocks like this one here by stomping on them. And that gets us to a little bonus area here. But yeah, I guess what I was trying to say earlier also, it's kind of bad that I don't have Diddy because he makes these a lot easier. Not that they're ever particularly impossible to do without him, it's just... if you can have that safety net, it sometimes just helps a little bit psychologically with feeling... Sometimes without it, you play a little too cautiously and screw up like this. See? Yeah. And I would have to lose a life in order to retry that. And see, that's where you come up. If I cannot get... If I lose a, if I lose one of those bonus areas, but I show it on screen, I will most likely not be considering needing to show me going back through the level to get to it. If I need to replay a level for one of those, I will do that off screen and just show the successful run of the bonus area in that case. Just clearing that up now because this is the first time it becomes relevant. But I could still possibly die in a stupid way and have to replay that part of the level anyway, so who knows? Anything is possible in Donkey Kong Country Returns. Well, okay, some things are not possible, like killing those things with Rambi, because Rambi is allergic to fire, basically. You can jump off of him as well. But yeah, I keep trying to say things, and I'm going against my own point by trying to not narrate too much what's going on. Because my whole point, yes, I know I missed something there, I'm going back for it. My whole point was more that in a 2D platformer like this, or even in just any LP in general, trying too much to narrate exactly everything that you're doing doesn't always make for super interesting commentary. Also, this particular bonus area is a little bit tricky to do with talking because you focus on talking so much that you're not paying attention to your timing and you're aiming, and yeah. But yeah, when you're trying to focus on just pure gameplay in this sense, and there's no figuring out where to go or what to do, like in some games, which, okay, by the way, that's the end of the level, but there's another puzzle piece here, so yes, I did not die, so I will, between episodes, I will replay that and record the successful take of that bonus mission that I screwed up. But yeah, trying to find a balance between talking about the game, Kong, and talking about other things, it's going to be different for every person. But that's one of the things, commentary-wise, that I'm finding that I need to think about the most. Aha. So we have a choice here now because I bought the key. We can either go to Sunset Shore or Canopy Cannons. Considering that it's the level I paid to get into, and it's also the number that's less because it's 1-4 instead of 1-5, I think I'm going to go to Sunset Shore. And also because it is an amazingly well-loved level for this game. So, and I think you can see why. Yes, the art direction is just the silhouette style of this level, and there's some others like it later in the game as well, but this is the most prominent case. Just, it's easy to see why people love this level, because it's just, it doesn't necessarily try to be a difficult level so much as it's just one that makes the art style on the whole thing just makes it fun to explore and play. It's just, it doesn't need to rely on a lot of gimmicky gameplay elements, which not that that's a bad thing per se, and there are going to be levels that have that idea more later. But yes, a little bunch of bananas because it was just a small set to collect. But this, it doesn't really need to worry about that. It's just kind of you're here and it's the sunset and it's nice, and you can pound next to these things to tilt them, which is not exactly the most obvious thing ever, honestly. But when you know what to do, it's not that hard at all. It's just kind of, oh, you pound it and the thing flops over, which becomes important later. The banana in the background. Watch the giant banana in the background because it's actually important. Yes, what am I saying? Oh yes, but yeah, it's just kind of a minimalistic concept, but it doesn't really need to do a whole lot other than that. It's just kind of, also, this is a little bit of a disappointing secret. I guess I think I always kind of think that when I do that, but I guess I'm also kind of making a weirdly biased statement because unless it's like a Kong letter or something big like that, all the secrets seem sort of, a lot of secrets in games like this, it's like unless they actually specifically affect you in some way, a lot of times secrets seem a little bit underwhelming like that, but that might just be me thinking that rather than it actually being the case for anyone else. But yes, also you can blast through here and dig a passage underground, though you're going to want to come back here for a bit because you missed the end. I also missed it there, but you can roll to it and jump, and it's not that hard to get that, even if you miss bouncing off the enemy to make it easier. Yeah, this level is just kind of nice. There's a little puzzle piece there. Yeah. So, yeah. So it's just, I guess what I was trying to say earlier, though, is that finding the right balance between talking about what I'm doing in the game physically, talking about the game just in general, and talking about anything else that's not necessarily actively related to the game. It's a different balance for any different Let's Player, or even viewer, what the importance is. And everyone's going to have different opinions on what that balance is supposed to be, or what they like the most. I tend to like there being at least something about the game, but it can be also kind of weirdly boring to just hear the narration talk exclusively about what you're seeing already. So talking about other things is honestly not that bad either, even if it's not necessarily related to the game. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't really know if I have all the answers. So yeah, I guess also I am playing really badly right now. But also I'm subconsciously still playing with Diddy Kong enabled. Also, you think you want to pound that thing for a secret, but you actually want to go up here for a secret first, because that's actually the way you want to go to the end of the level, is pounding on that thing, and the secret you can actually kind of miss because you forget to jump up to the little ledge there before you open that. And I don't know if you can actually make it up to there without that, but it's a lot harder to do even if you can. So get that before you pound on the button to open the way to the end of the level, because the end of the level is right here and you get a 1-up. Well, if you get your timing right, I got a 1-up. You might not. Yeah. I guess that's a weirdly obvious statement. But yeah. The loading screens have a weird base pattern as well. And I've got time for another. Canopy cannons. This one's gonna be a blast. Why do I even make those puns? That giraffe is just kind of looking around. I always like the bugs just flying in off the side. Yes, nice. But yeah, I always just kind of like when there's those little background details that aren't really necessarily related to the level, and kind of like that opening scene. It's like the giraffe just kind of poking out there. Oh, this level. Yes, this level is interesting because it really... The whole barrel cannon level gimmick is a staple to the Donkey Kong Country games, especially like just even in like from the beginning. There's always just levels that are just mainly sequences of barrel cannons. So it's inevitable that that was going to show up in this game, but just the way they do it in this game, this level honestly really shows the degree to which they've taken the 2.5D quote-unquote 2D platforming but with 3D graphics look, and really kind of stretched that more towards 3D than 2D in this particular game. Also, these bonus areas are awful because if you accidentally do that, you automatically lose, which is the weirdest way to fail that ever. But yes. So what I'm trying to say is this game is technically still a 2D platformer, but in a lot of ways it feels like they take that definition and just stretch it as far as they can get away with, because there's a lot of 3D 3D game elements in especially in these barrel cannon stages, where, yeah, it's like you're just going into the background and all of that. And oh, I missed the N. I will also probably get those again off screen unless I die getting to the end of the level, which is entirely possible in a level like this where one mistake can mess you up completely. And yes, that's a little common puzzle in these games as well. You gotta follow the off-screen path. Also, this is a press the button decently fast. Oh, that's also a thing that can happen. There's almost like a little quick time event. Honestly, the barrel cannon levels in these games have always been kind of almost quick time event light. It's not the most literal sense of it, but it feels kind of like that. Also, we're blasting out of that statue, and what? Okay, I still beat the level, but that was weird. Yeah, so I missed 2 puzzle pieces. I know I beat the one secret area. Did not beat, actually, but where's the other one? This one I will actually do in the middle of this episode because it's not just... But yeah, and it just unlocks the same path back, but I don't remember where the one I missed was. And I am going to try and get all of them, so I have to get the Kong letters anyway, so I'll probably be cutting to places where that's relevant, so I'll see you whenever I find something that actually is worth recording or keeping in the video. Guess I'll just attempt to commentate this again, but I don't know. It's not like these are hard, it's just... Do you try and aim for the bananas? Okay, and yes, when you beat that, you actually do have to blast into the middle barrel in order to get the puzzle piece. Okay, so that's one of the ones I was missing. Did I forget to check back this way? Because I know okay. Yeah, okay, no, there's not a whole lot. That's just the same place I went into that bonus room. I got that one. Right. I'm still confused. Well, I'll see you if I find something. Or, wait, the N is coming up. Not the end, the N. Okay, there we go. What? I'm confused. Well, I have some time to do this because I've been editing stuff out, or well, I will have been editing stuff out. I'm going to take this opportunity and my personal confusion to show what Squawks is like. Yeah, thank you for shaming me for buying a bird to help me find secrets, but I don't know if it'll even help me. Can it be cannons? Oh, no. You have to equip him in the inventory or else he doesn't help you. I don't know what my problem is today. Okay, no, it's not as simple as that. Quit level, yeah. Okay, this time, go to inventory, and then you can equip Squawks, a heart boost, or a banana juice. And that'll let you bring it into the level with you. I am bringing Squawks. Squawks helps you find puzzle pieces. Will he help me find this puzzle piece that I'm missing? Who can tell? But yeah, what it does is Squawks kind of shows up in that corner there. And whenever you're near a puzzle piece, he starts squawking at you, which hopefully will be able to show off, because... And even if you don't see the puzzle piece, or because of him, you'll at least know which part of the level you need to be looking at a little more closely. I think that's the first time I've died. But yeah. But yeah, because of that, I'll be cutting again till he starts going off and saying something useful. Okay, so here's where he is squawking a bunch, is here. Which tells me that this thing I was ignoring is what's the problem. You want to go against conventional wisdom and blast down, and there's actually a puzzle piece there. I thought that was just kind of a hidden thing there to save you if you did mess up, but oh well. Anyway, now I have to beat the level again, so I'll cut to the end of the level and then do my outro. Or I can possibly even be doing my outro while I'm getting towards the end of the level here. Maybe kind of an unprofessional thing to do on games with levels, screens, and specific levels, to be doing an outro in the middle of playing one, but heck, I'll do it anyway. So this has been Somnia Respiratory Flux. So, Respawn, Vibrate, feedback, resonate, comments below, tell me what you think, what I did right, wrong, all that other stuff. This is a normal path if you don't go for the secret or don't know it's there. So, yeah. And in the next episode, we will continue on to the next level, 1-6, and maybe even finish off World 1 of this game with what might be a level that you are looking forward to seeing. Actually, that could go for 1-6 or the other level I'm referring to. We might also tackle the boss, which I don't necessarily think anybody's particularly looking forward to seeing to that degree, but I mean, we'll have to do it anyway, so it doesn't matter if you're looking forward to seeing it or not. We're doing it anyway. Next episode, 2 more levels and a boss, most likely. It'll depend on how long those levels take. This has been Somnia Respiratory Flux. I already said that. Goodbye.